want to do something fun here for a minute. Obviously, you cover a variety of sports at ESPN. This feels like the kind of thing that I could see you guys talking about doing, debating. We want to go around the horn, pun intended. And we're going to give you a position from each of the major sports, and we want you off the top to give us who from the Star Wars galaxy would fill that position or fill that role.
These are all going to be rogue. Oh, hold on. You know what I'm going to do, actually? No, because I did this exercise with my friends during I'm going to hold on. Let me see this. I'm going to type. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, nice. Well, we're going to start off NBA point guard. Who's going to be an NBA point guard out of the Star Wars galaxy?
NBA point guard. Young Anakin comes to mind in that situation. Very crafty, knows a lot, gets in and out of a lot of things. Assist game, very strong. Shorter stature, so probably, again, an assist first guy. Jump shot, questionable, but can hit it from deep, as we've seen from the pod races. Okay, so I'm just going to play along as the first things that come to mind. I'll go young Annie in that situation.
So is he giving Stockton vibes? Are we getting Scotty Skiles? What are we looking at?
Big Scott Skiles energy. I like that. Major awesome. Scott Skiles energy. In fact, obviously, again, excellent coach after the game up to a certain point. Again, the parallels are vicious.
It works.
Nice. Let's fly over to the NFL. And who's your quarterback? Who's an NFL quarterback from Star Wars?
Oh man, quarterback. Probably Rex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
Like, that he knows the plays, will execute the calls. Certainly not going to sell out any other team members. Yeah, that's that. What's it called? Homecoming King. All that. Will do all of that stuff and look the part as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great call.
I can see that. That works. Baseball, obviously, a sweet spot for you.
Yeah,
lots to think about, lots to consider. There's a key position in baseball that I think Star Wars can inform. Who is a closer? Who's a closing pitcher that's going to come in and wrap up a game?
So this is a very excellent question, because that's like the whole thing. Like our arms are an issue in the galaxy. Okay, just like they are in the AL East. It's tough. Okay, to get good arms. Man, I got to think about that. Closer, I'm going to go with Saw Gerrera. I feel like he's got stuff that, again, you don't know what's coming. He's one of those guys that comes out of the pen. You're like, okay, herky-jerky delivery, not really sure what arm slot you're getting, and then you get the fastball in the third, and you're screwed. That's where I feel like he has a bit of a deceptive but aggressive tactic as a closer, which is kind of how you have to be. 2-pitch, third pitch, you're done. And he's stretched with the kind of guy that's able to execute that in terms of mystery and delivery, never mind stuff.
Right. Plus, he's got the ice in his veins, right? It doesn't matter the situation.
Yeah, temperament 80 grade. That's not even a question. That's the whole point. The stuff is what you're worried about, and he can execute.
And he's going to do it longer than you think he's supposed to. He's going to go 5 extra years and still be chucking away, still shutting people down.
Yes. This is why I'm here.
Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. All right. This is sort of the goofball on the team, the NHL goalie. Who's your goalie?
Let me think.
A position that has changed over the years too. It used to be
very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. What's his nuts who gets his arm cut off? I don't like you either. That guy I would put in my net. Willing to risk quite a bit, face mangled as a result of a lot of time between the pipes. That guy is probably the closest character I mean, a lot of brushes with a lot of close things. Sometimes, I'm not saying that everybody's going to meet their maker playing between the pipes, but yes, the toughness level there is what I need from my kind of netminder, personally.
Well, and while the goalie isn't typically going to be the enforcer on your team, it's clear that he's going to throw down at a moment's notice.
I don't know how much hockey you've covered, but goalies bark, buddy. That's kind of why they're kind of good if they can get things. The best goalies are the best barkers. Personal opinion, having covered the game a little bit. I'm not saying that they're getting out there and mashing gloves, but if you can't talk in a goalie, you're probably not a pretty good goalie.
Oh, talking for sure. Yeah, throwing down's a different thing.
See, there's a Gen X thing again. I'm a Billy Smith, Ron Hextall guy. So those are the kings of the barking in those days. Those were the guys.
Exactly.
Just like have a good catcher in your ear while you're standing at the plate trying to get business.
Thought you were going to ask the catcher position question. That I was definitely ready for, but it's not the same. It's okay.
That's all right. It's different. Well, we're going to change it up again, and we're going to fly over to the PGA. Who's a Masters champion in the Star Wars galaxy?
Oh man, let me think. I don't know if I want to say. Is this? It's got to be Bill Organa. Like he's the veteran who wins. You know what I'm saying? It's not the young guy. It's the last major situation where he's kind of coming around and you're like, oh, Senator, we remember you. We've had some great moments with you along the years as the tour on the tour. I don't know golf well enough to think of somebody who won a major that late in their career that I wish I could correlate this to, but that's who he
reminds me. Like Phil
me.
Mickelson kind of thing.
No, maybe? Phil way too cocky.
Phil.
He was way too good, way too young. I don't mean that in a nasty way. I just mean like I just dang.
Maybe Bale's got like a Jim Furyk thing going on.
There's an element of that.
Furyk.
There's an element of that.
Furyk.
Right, exactly.
Maybe he has a weird hitch in his swing.
Yeah, you're like, oh, good for him. Okay. He's still around.
Yeah.
He's still available.
Yep.
He made a cut. Like, all right, sure. He can win a major. That's who I would think of.